Hi everyone, I'm Jay and this is Vroom Vroom. Welcome back to the channel, and this is part 3 on the BMW build. And so far it's been quite challenging. As you can see, I've got pretty dirty with this one, and it's really been quite a labour of love for such an old bike with such high mileage. It could have quite easily ended up in the scrapyard, but we're going to save this one as we save all of them. So sit back, enjoy the video, and we'll see what happens next. If this all goes well, I reckon 10 minutes. If it doesn't, then 10 days. Not the first one, really. Right, so let's put you around this side this time. Look at that. All these fancy camera angles, you don't get this with Matt Armstrong. That's the easy one. I can't get to that one. And that means I can't get to this one. Okay, please, 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 please undo, don't strip. Yeah, that one's good. Just before we go too much further, get on the last one. Good stuff, all 3 of them. Okay. Right, so we're ready to get the box off, so let's do it. And that leaves one. Fortunately, this one, it's got connectors on it. And that's it. So we'll put all these bolts together, then we'll give it a wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Right, so we've got movement. Just want to break it through the dowel. So there is a dowel on this side, so I just can give it a little spray, give it a little bit more encouragement just to break out. Saying that, oh, I'm saying there's a dowel this side. I think there's a dowel this side. Actually, I can't see one. And that looks like it's actually just snapped out of the gearbox is clear. And the good news is the spline on the gearbox looks great. It's all dry. Looks really, really good. So I'm just going to bring you around and show you that before I go any further. Because that is a huge relief. Got to admit that was a little bit more of a pain than I thought it was going to be. And I might still take the rear drive off of it. But that's the spline. No damage at all to that, which is brilliant news. So our clutch is there. For those who haven't seen one, I'm going to pull that out now. That should take literally a couple of minutes. And we'll see the state of the clutch. So I need to get this gearbox out of the way. But doing it off of a couple of jacks without a ramp and no knowledge of doing this particular type of bike before, I'm quite pleased. There's bound to be some comments saying otherwise, but yeah, that's life. That's life. Yeah, that doesn't weigh a lot at all, especially when it's connected to a jack. Great, that's not stuck much, is it? Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Right, I can't carry this for too long. So I need to put it down. And down it goes. Right, that's safely done. Wow. What a way to spend your day. Right, no messing about. Let's get that clutch plate off. And this is the first problem I've come to The pressure plate, the 6 bolts holding it on, which are 5mm Allen bolts, they are all not coming out. I've tried 3 so far, and not one of them has shifted in the slightest without slipping. So I really don't want to be drilling all them out. That's going to be such a pain. I'm going to try the others now, but I'm not holding out too much hope. I've seen people take these off and they come off fairly easy. This is not the case. This is the only part so far I've seen of the bike there it's made me think that someone's been in here before. But saying that, the splines are fine, and with the mileage of the bike, this would have only needed to be done once. So perhaps it is just, I've just got one where they went a little bit power hungry. So I'll see how we get on in a second. Well, that was a pain. 5 out of the 6 bolts were seized, and one I've still got to get out fully from the back of it. But it's done. Oh, look at that. That's definitely not good. Right, let's put you up. You can see the rivets here. Rubbing. Actually taking the material down. Which is not good. Alright. The actual fingers look good, but I'm just going to separate this bit off of camera because it's just a little bit easier. A bit of WD-40. The pins. I'll leave it just a touch of persuasion. Right, and there we go. The clutch disc is out. I'm going to take you outside in the natural light. Right, it's on the rivets. So that is junk. It's on the rivets on that side as well. And look at the state of it. Right, so that needs to be ordered, as well as some other parts. It's time for the rebuild. So I have cleaned everything up and put the clutch plate in. It's not tightened up yet. I've replaced all of the pressure plate bolts with brand new ones, and the torque wrench settings for those are 12mm. I haven't lined up the clutch yet, but I will do. I haven't got a clutch alignment tool, so to be honest, I've never ever used one. I've always done it by eye, and I've never had a problem getting a gearbox on or a transmission in. So I'm going to do this by eye, and then I'm going to see if I've still got it or not, because it's either going to go in or it's not. But one thing that is for sure is that the transmission in its gearbox, in its state at the moment with the wishbone attached, is too heavy. So I'm going to separate those two before trying to get it up and in. And I just want to do a couple more checks. I've done a bit of pressure washing and a bit of cleaning, and it's all come up very nice. So it's yeah, Better tighten that up and get on with it. So the nut I'm going to undo is 30 millimeters, just for reference. And hopefully having an impact gun is going to make this an easy job. If you get it on the right way around. And there we go. Oh, we've done this up. Oh. Wow. What a pain in the backside that is. Wow. Okay, so that's now ready to go on. So I've set my torque wrench to 12 Newton meters, and I just need to change to the right size. There and there and there. So gearbox is in place. I'm going to bring out my other jack and just put it under it just to help in the process. So I don't know if this jack is going to work or whether it's going to be more of a hindrance. I guess we'll see very, very shortly. Right, so we're in about the right place there. I'm going to get a cable tie and just tie these out of the way. Right, it's ready to enter. Some dodgy porn film. Well, do not want to push that bike forward. That's just scared me. All right, I'm pleased to say that's gone straight on. So I didn't need the bolts. And that's probably about the easiest gearbox I've ever fitted. And now as normal, I forgot where I put in the bloody bolts. Where the hell have I put them? I know where I put them. I put them somewhere safe. And that somewhere safe was in here. Right, you go around the other side. Pleased to say that I've got a thread on both those bolts. Oh, this one's even better. Right. And you went in there. Right, so you star drive to do them up. Then I'll put the slave cylinder in and make sure I've got a clutch. Because I made one vital, crucial, however you want to call it, an error. And it could be terminal. Curious? I didn't try the clutch plate on the gearbox first. So the reason it went in so easy could well be that it's the wrong size. No, you can't do that to me. That'd be really cruel. That would be exceptionally wrong. But funny from your point of view. Ugh. What do I want? Let's go small. Right. Imagine putting all that back on. The clutch spline's the wrong size. Right, it's 4 out of 6 done because the ones are on the bottom. I can't get to them at the moment until I lower the jack, which I'm going to do right now. Right, so that's them all done back up. And yeah, couldn't be happier with that. So I'm going to have a coffee and then I'm going to refit the slave and we're going to see if we've got a clutch lever. So that's it for today's video. Made quite a lot of progress. We were very lucky with the spline. and everything going back as it has done has been quite a well, it's been a real godsend. So I'm thankful for that. So join me on the next video where we can see if we can get this bike started. Until then, please like, share, subscribe. You know what to do. Ride safe, guys. See you soon.